It's, hey, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is that you judge people so quickly. Not you, like me, or humans in general. And like, since I've been here in this condo, there has been this woman that she walks around. She always has a mask on. I've never seen her face. Anytime she's out of her house, maybe even in her house, she's wearing a mask. And she like has been feeding, like she feeds all the stray cats here. And in my head, I'm like, oh, just a crazy cat lady, right? Or like, why, just like making judgments, right? And just now, I should have hit record, bro. I should have recorded it. But me and her just had a long conversation. She's super cool. And she just takes care of them. She's found a home for one of the cats, but she's been living here for like 11 years. So she's just been taking care of the stray animals the whole time. We do really we always judge those that are like Jesus, because we either can't understand it, or we are almost insecure about it, where we find these people to be like, you know, I don't know, we just kind of judge Jesus-like figures, and then we glorify non-Jesus-like figures. It's a very, I mean, it's the, it goes back to the original sin. It's just like how humans are. And that's why it's like a relationship with God can sometimes feel like a fight, like an uphill climb, because our flesh, like, it wants to do so much other stuff, and our mind wants to do so many other things, and we have to just keep guiding it back to, no, this is the right way, this is how we're supposed to, our soul has to keep guiding it back, but it's a lot of hard work. And you know what? Oh, what's up, boys? I'm hyped to be here right now. I had a pretty alright day, but I actually don't want to talk about work at all right now, because I realized I was thinking about my walk. I was walking home, or walking Will after I got home, and I was like, man, those beginning videos, it were so like full of life, right? And there's no complaining. It was elation, dude. I can't even explain why that was just such a big deal for. I actually can, but I'll tell you guys later. But and I was like, man, the last so many videos, like I keep saying, like, it doesn't matter how I show up to this camera and how I show up to you guys, like, it's my authentic self. But at the same time, like, you want to show your best self, right? And I guess I am. The point of this is also to just be me and just like maybe even an event, right? But when it gets to like days upon days, it's like I gotta get back to. I can feel those emotions, and it's okay for me to feel it, but I can. It's like once again, it's something to come back to. And I've been so bad about work and letting it affect like everything in my life, like. Dude, this video already has so many epiphanies. I just said that I'm letting work affect everything in my life. Like, I'm coming home, it's affecting my time with Will. I'm like always angry, so it's like making me more irritable towards Julianne, and making me more recluse in general. And it's an epiphany, because if you guys watched my video about forgiving my dad, that's what it was. I'm like, essentially, this is how I fully become my dad, is if I don't do anything about this right now, and I don't, make it something to work on. Because that was his issue. He just, work sucks, and he would bring it home, like, every day. And then and I'm like the most irritating person. I was just troll as hell as a kid. And I was the original rage baiter. That just sounds weird. But yeah, dude, I would rage bait him all the time, because rage baiting an Italian father is so funny. But then I would, like, when he got real serious, like, it was almost rage bait, because I was already upset with him all the time, because because I had, been getting out for so long that at a certain point I was like, I'm gonna take control of this, and I'm gonna make him mad first before he yells at me, so that I can control it. And that's what I would do, bro. This is crazy. Yo, if this video blows up, bro, well, hey everyone, this is just me. I'm just chilling on a nice Thursday night, but. Back to what I was saying, yeah, I can't do that, and these videos have been consumed. I've been consumed, and thus these videos, and thus the energy I've been putting out to the world, to the universe, has been consumed with anger. Like, chill out, bro. We attract people through love, and like, that's not true though. Misery loves company. Dude, I'm just hitting everything right now. Yeah, misery loves company, and so yeah, I guess people do relate a lot, and like that's why, I mean, I'm an idiot. That's why everything on Twitter and everything on like the internet is like so rageful and like so like fear mongering. It just pulls on those type of emotions, because that's how People love to rate late over here, like, oh my god, this happened to me today, and everyone's like, oh my god, that happened to me whenever, whatever it is. Anyways, I guess my point though is I wanted this. I think my initial mission, bro, which is crazy that I could even say initial mission, and then I can even say like my beginning videos. Like the fact that I've made like 40 videos at this point, maybe, or like 37, is absolutely absurd. Like, how is that even possible, dude? It's really true. Like the best time to start is right now. The best time to start is today. Because next week you'd be like, damn, I wish I started a week ago. I'd be a week into this. And now I'm 37 days in. I'm still working on these dot pretzels though. But my initial mission was I wanted to make these videos like, yeah, it's about expressing my true self, but there was also like an energy I wanted to put out into the world, like an energy of hope and of love and like, I thought it's like inclusivity of just like open arms, just like I love everyone, just like pull up. Like, let's all just have like this like space of love. In a space of gratitude, and then when we get big enough, we can just go, like when I was talking about the other video. It's like, someone being blown up, a child being blown up in the Middle East is not gonna like look at the flower coming out of the broken rubble and be like, oh my god, my life is so beautiful. Like, you can't expect someone to express gratitude at that point. Like, that person will most likely like die, and so it's not about them expressing gratitude. It's about people in privilege and people in these in environments like this, like, we have to find it in us to express gratitude so that those people don't, die in vain. Like, we express gratitude because we understand. And so if I have a whole community of all of us just like, obviously I'm a normal person, I'm gonna get mad, I'm gonna get all this, but I can't let it suck everything up. I can feel those emotions, but I need to. The first thing I should have done is gone right and talked to that person. But then I built up the story. I got even more mad. I talked to everyone else but this person at work about my new schedule. And then I talked to her today, and it's like, oh wait, what was I'm chill. Not because the issue was fixed or whatever, but just because, like, dude, this channel is about spreading the gratitude, being grateful, and showing that, yeah, even though we can have these emotions, we can come back to this space. And the space is elation and clarity. And elation, the reason I popped up with the word elation like a couple minutes ago was because I'm gonna say that in therapy I'm in EMDR. I've been in EMDR for a long time. It's been wonderful, but it's not like she's like a trauma therapist. So like, EMDR is a technique. It's not like a type of therapy. It's a technique you use at a certain point. So like, the beginning I had like 8 sessions without it to like introduce ourselves, build rapport, and then I had like 12 sessions of EMDR, and I haven't done it for a while. Now we're getting back into it for a different issue, and we had to come up with I'm not gonna really fully explain what EMDR is. Like, it's kind of complicated. I could explain it, but I don't know, whatever. But for this specific exercise and then what we were doing, we had to find like a word that was grounding. So she made me think of like an issue that arose recently that wasn't like, on a scale of 1 to 10 of how stressed it made me out, it was like a 4 or like a low 4 or below. And so I gave her an example, and she made me think of it. And then she told me to think about a time where I was like at absolute clarity, I was at absolute discipline, and I was thinking about that too. And just going back and forth, and then making me first about the good time. And the good time I explained was in 2021 I got really sick and I went home to my parents. Sorry if this is confusing, it's gonna make sense in a second. In 2021 I got really sick and I had to quit my job, and I was still in college, but I had to stay with my parents for like 2-3 months because it was really bad. And at that time I just became, it was like I was so weak, but I became so disciplined. Like, there's videos on my Snapchat of me trying to do push-ups with like literally doing 2-3 push-ups before having to like throw up. And I was journaling every day. I had affirmations all over my mirror from my favorite, like, quotes from my favorite like people and my favorite authors and artists and celebrities and figures in life. And I would and I had a routine. I would wake up, I would journal, look at these affirmations, brush my teeth, and immediately go take a walk. I would come back from the walk, I would eat breakfast, and then go straight to the gym. I would bike to the gym. And then after I came back from the gym, I would just read a book and then spend time with my family, and that was my day, right? And I would always eat healthy. And like, so this was a time where I was like I had a lot of clarity. And then she was like, oh, so give in one word describe how you were during the time, and I used the word elation. And then she was like, okay. So then I went back to like the thing that was causing conflict in my life. That was about a 4 on a scale of 1 to 10 on a stress level. It would cause me like a 4, and it was because in Super Smash Bros. I just gave her the example last night at Super Smash Bros. Melee. I played the #1 player in the world, and I didn't know it was him. And we were playing a rank set, and he beat me 2-1, and I got antsy. I choked the last game, but he wasn't playing his main character. He was playing Pichu, which is one of the worst characters ever. But he's like the greatest player of all time. He can get Grandmaster. He can get top rank with any character. And so, yeah, lost 2-1, and I didn't think anything. I was like mad about it, but then my sister Discord chatted me, and she was like, "Oh my God, you were so close." And I was like, "What?" And I guess he was streaming, and his streams usually get like 1,000 to like 1,500 viewers, and so. Yeah, I was on stream, and it just made me. I was like, no way, no way, I shouldn't. I literally just lost in front of so many people to a Pichu. Like, I was so mad, but it was still like not that serious. It's like a 4, and so you told me to think of that, and then just say the word elation. And so when I said the word elation, let me see if I have time. Hold on, I don't think I have that much time. Oh wait, I have hella time. When I said the word elation, she was like, okay, now go back. Now that you've said elation, how do you feel now? Like when you think of this circumstance, this thing that happened to you. And I was like, oh, like it dissipated. It went down to a 0-1. I was like, oh, I'm almost at the top of the mountain. Like I was looking at it so badly. Like, oh my god, I lost to this guy. Da da da. But I'm almost. I can see the top of the mountain, dude. You don't understand. In this game, you have to play a very long time. It's like chess. Like. But not in the sense that you have to start very wrong. But I guess you don't really have to start. But everyone that plays this game is either like is insanely good most of the time, and so it's very hard to climb. Like when you become a top 100 player, you still get cooked by the top 80, and those people get cooked by the top 60 or in the top 50, and then the top 50 gets cooked by the top 40, and then the top 40 gets cooked. Like there's a gap between the top 40 and the top 20, and the 20 and the 10 there's a bigger gap, and then between 10 and 5 it's an even bigger gap, and then between 5 to 2, it's a humongous gap, and then 2 to 1, a lot of times there's been a big gap, but not really anymore. It's better now. But anyways, my point is, I was like, I said the word elation thinking about this, and it all dissipated, and she was like, this is the word. This is your grounding word. Just use that word. Whenever, And so it's interesting that I said it initially, like already, and I've been repeating it to myself. Just say, I'm elated, or I feel elation. It's a nice mantra. It's a nice grounding thing. But anyways, sorry I went on a humongous tangent. My main point of this whole video is to say that I can't forget who I am. And I can't go on these bouts of being rageful, being vengeful. Well, I can, and I will, because it's a learning curve, right? And I have to learn how to ground myself and learn to be uncomfortable. But I can be uncomfortable and not let the emotion that comes from that consume me. It's gonna be. I'm okay with being uncomfortable. Like I'm happy about it. Actually, we can get to that point. And so I don't want to lose myself to anger. I don't want to have 10 videos in a row. That never happened. But 10 videos in a row of me being just talking about work or just talking about things that are gonna bring people down. People you listen to a lot of times podcasts, you listen to them for their information, you listen to them to feel good, for humor, for laughter, and it's what do I want people to watch me for? And I said the other day, as background noise, but maybe that was a bit too harsh. Not really background noise. I want people to listen, but I want it to be almost soothing. And how can it be? It's like a soothing thing. When I watch this while I fall asleep, it's not soothing if I'm angry all the time. That's just I'm gonna spark anger in other people, and all of a sudden I have a whole freaking field of fire blossoming. I don't really know what the analogy was, right? All of a sudden I have a community, just like the people like Destiny, the people like I guess kind of Hassan, but you build no. It's all those new age kind of political commentators. It's or Charlie Kirk. It's you build a following around pulling on the heartstrings. You're almost just a politician. You're pulling on the anger of the people. You're getting a rise out of people, and that's how you're building a community. And I don't want to build it that way, because that's not a community full of love and gratitude, and that can make this amazing change in the world. I know that may be big aspirations, but that would be super sick. I mean, what the heck? So I don't know. I just want to not get consumed. And I would always come back to this: the elation or the clarity or being grounded. It's been a long day. I got home. I took Julianne and her friends to go to dinner because they were gonna have some drinks, so I took them. And I got some McDonald's that I'm about to eat. Dude, tell me how Tell me how I get on the mobile app always has the best deals, and it was $2 large fry. You only can use one deal, so I used this deal. I get 2 McChickens, 1 spicy McChicken, and a 10-piece with sweet and sour sauce. Hate me all you want. The sweet and sour sauce is the best sauce that they have. But so I do this. I get home. Well, I get home, and so this McDonald's always forgets one thing, and most of the time it's my sweet and sour sauce. They forget they didn't ever put sauce in this, but this time I checked and they had sauce. I literally checked this time, and I get home and there's no large fry. They literally didn't give me the only thing that mattered, which is my deal. I literally wasted my deal. There was also another deal for 40% off 10 piece. I could have used that deal, but instead I chose to use the $2 large fry. And how do you forget a large fry, bro? It's like, how much money do you... Dude, this is a really good question, guys. Dude, I feel like I would never call you guys chat. I feel like chat is too impersonal, and it's kind of like a weird thing. I would rather just... What up, y'all? But how much money do you think yearly McDonald's saves by their employees not giving you items? I've never gotten an extra item at McDonald's. I've always gotten 1 or 2 less items that I never get the order, bro. I never get the order. But maybe it's because it's mobile order, but at the same time you get the deal. But then they forget the deal. So I don't know. I think about to chill. I'm about to draw. I've been just doodling. I've been just like sitting down and like. I think this is another thing. I definitely ran out of time at this point. There's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way. Dude, 3 minutes left? Holy crap, my time perception's off. But I've been this is another thing I'm trying to teach myself is like, I draw some things and I make it, I'm like, okay, this is a page that I need to fully detail, fully, like do everything for. Fully do all the details, all the coloring, everything. And it takes a while, like after you sketch, to really do that and to really get good shading and good blending and features and rendering a photo. Bro, rendering a photo takes hours upon hours. And so I would... For a couple times, I would like sit there and keep going back to this one image that I'm trying to, and I would be like, it would kind of suck me dry, like the life of me, because I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna take so long that I have to finish this before I do anything else. And then recently, I've been like, dude, what are you talking about? Because I was like, I had a plan. I'm like, I'm gonna fill every one of these pages with a very detailed image. But I'm like, dude, it's one of my first sketchbooks. Like, what am I talking about? So now I've been filling like every page. Me and Julianne have filled up some pages. I literally will just go down and I'm like, I'm gonna fill a whole page. It doesn't need to be detailed. We don't need to do nothing. Just doodle. And there's no expectations. Even though it looks trash, it's like, all right, well, I drew it, so that means the next time it's gonna be better. So I feel like just letting yourself execute with no expectations. Like letting yourself be like, dude, you don't have to finish this to do this, unless it's obviously at your job or something like that. But it's interesting because I will like do it. I'll do the detail drawing, go doodle, and then like, oh wait, let's go back to it. So it's almost it's kind of hacking for ADHD because you're always finding novelty. Like there's always something to do. And with me, like some people when they draw, they will shade, do a first 5 layers of shade first, and they'll do the whole image all at the same time. Like in terms of rendering, like they'll do render the whole page, or render second layer of rendering, third layer of rendering. But me, dude, I like to just do one thing. I might have the most detailed little thing over here, and I'm still sketching over here. Like it's whatever. Anyways, I think it's it for me. I love this video. This makes me feel better. I did go to therapy today though, but it does make me feel better than like the last couple of videos. So sorry, Jam, but. I love you guys. Guys, girls, gays, queers, they, thems, these are any, all, everyone, and anyone. Have a blessed rest of your Thursday, and I will catch you guys on Friday, and I'll be at my parents' house, bro. Maybe I'll record a video. No, we'll see what happens. I have to record a video. Maybe I'll record a video with my sister. Let's go.